Number 6, Happy Feet. This movie won an Academy Award for what it did, and the animation was great, but there are a lot of things that a movie can potentially get wrong. One of them is lack of originality. That's a big problem with me. Basically, okay, it's anything can get it wrong, actually. Think of it this way. A creature who is exiled or just doesn't fit in from the rest of his pack because of something that he has but the others don't. He tap dances, the others sing. Yeah, and they all live in snow too. And he also meets another a group that makes him feel like he belongs. But that story has been told before. Give you 3 seconds to figure it out. 3, 2, 1. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is like the penguin version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's a rip-off. It's a complete knockoff with a lot of what the fuck moments and just a very bland story, in my opinion. I really do not understand why they gave this sucker an Academy Award. I hated it. I'm sorry, that's just me. And but lack of originality is only one problem. The what the fuck moments, as I was saying, there are just some scenes that come out of nowhere. A lot of the singing is just forced, and it's like, why the fuck are they singing? There's no reason for it, and a lot of that is with the dancing too. It really, but there was this, for example, there was this one scene where he arrived on the other group of penguins' shore, while, Mumble, that was the main character's name. Mumble arrived on the other penguin shore when he was trying to escape from a sea lion, and they treated the sea lion like he really wasn't a threat. He sort of joined along, even though he'd just been running for his life, swimming for his life several minutes ago, and also when they take him back to the tribe, they welcome him pretty easily, and without even introducing themselves and all, and the rest of the tribe welcomes him pretty easily. This is Silly Putty, by the way, it's not shit. Alright, and another thing too, there was also the culture of the group that Mumble came from. The elders, they seemed to just be totally over the top. They had their eye on Mumble, particularly because he was different from the others, but would they really have their eye on each individual members, because it's a really big tribe. There are a lot. I'm sure he's not the only one who is different from who's done something wrong. They've got a lot of people that they might want to keep their eyes on, but him, just this one penguin they consider a threat to their entire society. It's that's stupid. But the biggest what the fuck moment was Mumble gets captured by the humans when he's trying to get them to stop stealing their fish, which is a major problem in the movie because they're taking away the penguins' food supply. And but another thing is that they also, how do I put this, when he sort of starts to go crazy there, which is kind of understandable because he's in an environment that he doesn't understand. He just wants to go home, and that's understandable. But when he starts dancing for the humans, they really like it. They see it as a great source of entertainment. That's understandable too. but they immediately like get the message that he's trying to send. What the hell? Do they speak foot or something? They don't speak foot. I mean, like, let's say my dog Sam tried to communicate with me by wagging his tail. What's that, Sam? You want to go out and rape a cat? That sounds dark. Why do you want to rape the cat again? Okay, go ahead and do it. Alright, that would just be, it's totally fucked up, and they immediately like get the message that they're trying to send, that they want their fish back, and it immediately becomes a global problem. And there's this one, and the scene where they do it, it's just a lot of bad editing. They put in a lot of scenes for no reason, and then they just immediately show afterwards that the penguins got the fish back, hooray, and then they show them all dancing and stuff, and that's the end of the movie. But like, there were a lot of questions asked, like, where the hell did the penguins learn how to dance? And like, also, yeah, there was this one scene where he starts tap dancing, and it goes into a whole musical, and they can all do it now for some reason. And yeah, that sort of takes away that this is Mumble's, like, this is what makes him stand out. That sort of takes that away, that trait. And I'm trying to think of something else to say. But another thing is that the romance between Mumble and this other penguin named, I forget her name, but there's this romance between him and her, and they're sort of split apart because she's like the best singer in the entire like tribe or whatever, and he, as I said, is an outsider. They both really care for each other, and they both want to help each other. Well, the girl wants to help Mumble through his problems, and she's very sympathetic, and that was actually one of the few good things about the movie, was their romance because they both help each other out and stuff. And also, but there's also this like art when she tries to go with him to find the fish. They get into this argument for apparently no reason, and I guess it's like out of Mumble's frustration that Mumble's saying that out of frustration that the entire tribe is like sort of outcasted him, and so she leaves him, and she apparently just like has this nonchalant relationship with him from then on, and it leaves the question of, I guess they sort of got together, but like, yeah, I guess they sort of implied that, but like there's this one scene where they're going in for a kiss, and one of the penguins just pushes them. It's like, that was sort of abrupt, and they did, and yeah, the whole movie just ended abruptly too, and the movie was just, it was kind of like Legend of Link. It was just a giant mess. They put in a lot of pointless scenes, and also the what the fuck moments just made the movie boring. I mean, it was, and the fact that it like was total Rudolph ripoff, that rhymes kinda, I guess. But it was a total Rudolph ripoff, and that just made the movie boring and predictable. And you might have liked it. I didn't like it. It is a bad movie to me. That's just me.